So there was a question from one of the people who has been watching the Bodhisattva Breakfast Corner about gossip or idle talk, the seventh of the 10 non-virtues. And this person was saying, isn't gossip like really destructive, because it could damage somebody's reputation or somebody's job or their self-esteem, or it can be such a really harmful thing. So why is it said that it's the least harmful of the 4 non-virtues of speech? Okay, that was their question. I think what's happening here is the term gossip is a bit confusing, because we're dealing with translation terms, and I think the term idle talk is more accurately describing what that 7th non-virtue is. So idle talk, meaning just talking about nothing of any value, just kind of blah, blah, blah to waste your time. Sometimes that gets translated as gossip, because gossip could just be blah, blah, blah. But also, we associate gossip with, gossip can be pretty malicious. And I think that's what this person's talking about. So I think it's better to translate that 7th one as idle talk, just talking about blah, blah, And that's why it's the least powerful of the 7. But what we in English call gossip is very often creating disharmony with our speech or harsh words, okay? Isn't it when we think of what the word gossip means? Oh, I'm telling all these bad stories, what somebody's doing. Sometimes I lie, I exaggerate, I want to ruin somebody's reputation, or I just dump out all my hostility and criticize somebody, or I tease them, or I make fun of them, or I say all these really mean things about them behind their back. That's what is often associated with the word gossip. And that is actually quite negative, and that could fall into, depending what you're saying, it could fall into lying, creating disharmony, harsh words, all these kinds of things. Yeah, so we really want to take care with that, because we hurt other people's feelings when we talk meanly and so on, to them or about them. And when we do that, we harm ourselves, because we're putting that same angry, negative energy into our own mind. We think we're getting it out of our mouth. I'm mad at somebody, I don't like somebody, I'm jealous, so I just go blah, and talk all sorts of nasty things about them, thinking that the bad feeling I have, if I say those nasty things, I won't feel bad, I'm getting it all out. But I don't know about you, after I say nasty things or criticize somebody or shout at them or whatever, I don't feel very good inside myself. Yeah? What's your feeling? Yeah? Yeah, you feel very stirred up, don't you? And then you look at what you said, and it's very often to somebody you really care about. And you go, oh, what did I just do? Yeah, so you can see right then and there, we think we're getting the negative energy out, but actually we're just increasing it in ourselves. So this isn't to say, when we're upset, that we stuff the emotion down and we don't feel it and we negate it and pretend we don't have it. That doesn't work either. Okay, if we're upset or we're angry, we acknowledge that. Okay, but then we start looking at that feeling and saying, is this feeling really an appropriate response to whatever the situation was? Yeah. Because sometimes we take things a little bit personally. Yeah. And sometimes we exaggerate what we think the meaning of what somebody says to us is. Oh. So we impute all sorts of stuff on it and give it a meaning that it doesn't have, and then get upset. So it's often very good, so don't stuff the emotion, but don't think it's going to go away just by trashing somebody. Okay, so I hope that clears it up for the person who asked. It's a good question, And so here we see, how translation can kind of tilt something one way or the other.